Attention, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. My name is Marcelo Fernandez. I can see Jeremiah, I can see Mary, I can see Ama, I can see Daniel, I can see Melanie, I can see Joey, I can see Ismael. Thank you so very much for joining me in this Lean Six Sigma White Belt certification program. Okay, if you are able to type to use our chat, it's okay. If you are not able to use our chat, that's okay as well. Okay, if you are not able to type, that's okay. Please tell me from where are you taking this training? From which country are you taking this training? I can see Taneka from South Africa. I can see people from Botswana, from Namibia, from Pakistan, from Philippines, from Ghana, from UAE, Lesotho. I can see. Oh, now it's really fast. This is a sign of your engagement, of your desire to learn Lean Six Sigma. Okay, and let's go straight to the point. Let's go straight to the point. If you had a chance to research about Lean Six Sigma, if you had a chance to go online, to find some literature, to find a book, and learn a little bit about Lean Six Sigma, type here one word that translates Lean Six Sigma. Please type here for me one word that translates Lean Six Sigma, please. If you were able to run your research. Waste reduction, Zain said. Efficiency, improvement, process, quality, control, waste reduction, innovation. Okay, excellent. Optimization. If you are completely new to Lean Six Sigma, if you don't know nothing about Lean Six Sigma, type here in our chat window, me. So I know that you are completely new to Lean Six Sigma. Please type here, me, yeah? Why? Because Lean Six Sigma White Belt is the very first certification, so it's the very first level, and I will be teaching here mainly for the beginners, for people that are starting to learn about this method, okay? Excellent. Excellent. So, let me ask you something. There are problems in any company, multinational companies and smaller companies, what we call SME, small and medium enterprise. There are problems everywhere. Problems related to quality, related to speed, related to safety, yes, to delivery in general, to cost in general, right? Some problems can be solved, can be addressed with a simple brainstorming with the experts. You can simply start asking, hey Yvonne, what do you think about this problem? How should this problem be solved? Yeah, I could call Rebecca and ask, Rebecca, what do you think about this problem? You know, we call this brainstorm, the process of brainstorming. Yeah, excellent. What do you think? Type here for me. Do you think all problems, some problems can be solved like that? Yeah, but not all problems. Yeah, have you ever faced a problem where you tried to implement a solution and the process did not change at all? Type yes if you had this kind of situation before. Yeah, in corporate life, in professional life, but also in personal life, right? Type yes if you had this kind of situation before. You have a problem, you try to implement a solution, but then there was no effect on the problem. Yeah? So, very likely, you did not address something that we call root cause of the problem. You did not address the root cause of the problem. Yeah? Very likely because you don't know or you didn't know the root cause. And if you don't know the root cause and you start implementing solutions, you are guessing. You are just guessing. And you are wasting time, you are wasting money, you know, and very likely companies' money, companies' time, your time and the time of other people, you know, involved. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you agree that there are problems in this world that we don't know the causes? Yes or not? Do you agree? There are problems that we don't know the cause. And sometimes we don't know the cause for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years. We call these systemic problems. Or if you prefer, chronic problems. Or if you prefer, structural problems. If possible, have pen and paper. If possible, pen and paper. I strongly recommend you. Or if you want to take notes in your cell phone, that's okay. If you want to take note in your computer, that's okay. Lean Six Sigma is a method to support, to help you analyzing and solving chronic problems. Marcelo, what is a chronic problem? A problem with unknown causes, so unknown solutions. If you prefer, we also call these high complex problems, problems with high complexity. So again, Lean Six Sigma is a method, a series of steps, you know, to help you, to support you to solve chronic problems. Okay. My question for you now is, do you think companies value professionals that know how to solve chronic problems? Yes or not? Companies love professionals that know how to solve complex problems. Very much. And there are not many people in this planet that know how to solve this kind of problem. Well, if there is a demand on one side, and there is a lack of professionals that know how to solve this kind of problem, so a lack of professionals that can be connected to this demand. If you learn this method, we are talking about making you more employable. My final mission with you here is to make you more desirable by companies, and if you have your own company, to optimize your internal processes. But on top of everything, I want to make you more employable. I want to help you to increase your employability. So you can move to another sector in the same company. You can go to another company. Maybe you are employed, but you are not satisfied, you are unhappy. Maybe you are looking for a job. Yeah? For all these different demands, Lean Six Sigma will definitely help you to go to the next level. That's my mission with you. That's my mission with you. And this is a formal certification process. What does it mean? It means that you'll be getting, high quality Lean Six Sigma content. Tomorrow, I'll be running a simulated project with you. You'll be taking a test, an online test. And if you are approved, it's a 30-question test. You need to score 15 or more. If you are approved, you will be receiving an official Lean Six Sigma White Belt certificate, globally recognized, with my signature, with my credentials, with a unique certificate authenticity code, 100% free. Please type here, I understood, if you understood that. White Belt is the first level of the Lean Six Sigma journey. Lean Six Sigma is a method to help you to solve chronic problems. And if you learn how to solve chronic problems, companies will desire you more. You will go for job interviews differently. Positively different. Okay? But I need you to take notes. That's my recommendation. I need you to make notes. Because when you make notes, when you take notes, you are internalizing the concepts. Yeah? You are internalizing the concepts. Today, it's Lean Six Sigma content. Tomorrow, our simulated project. On Wednesday, I will be presenting some real Lean Six Sigma projects. One from manufacturing and one from service industry. Yeah? So this is my mission with you. Look here in my eyes. White Belt program is 100% free. 100% free. Content, the sessions, the simulated project, the test, and the certificate. Okay? Please. I am so sorry, guys, because I am at the very end of a flu. I got a flu, and so I am so sorry about this cough. I hope this is not annoying you guys. Okay, I do have my water here, and I hope you guys don't get annoyed with this constant coughing here. Yeah. By the way, it's something regular here, kind of common here in Brazil in this period of the year. Okay, wonderful. I want to be as many people certified, officially certified as White Belt as possible. Okay, wonderful, amazing. Just few pieces of evidence that Lean Six Sigma is connected to employability improvement. If you go to Glassdoor, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Glassdoor, and you look for job opportunities, so there is one from Novelis. Novelis, they produce aluminum rolling, yeah, and they are requesting Lean Six Sigma for a position at Novelis for operational excellence. If you move from aluminum rolling to beers, Now I'm talking about Heineken. Yeah, Lean Six Sigma. It's a position for analyst. If you go now to another sector, General Mills. Now I'm talking about yogurt. Now I'm talking about cereal bars. I'm talking about cereals. Lean Six Sigma again. If you go to construction, Portobello, there's a position where they are requesting Lean Six Sigma. If you had a chance to see a job offer where they were requesting Lean Six Sigma knowledge, type here for me, yes. If you had a chance to see this job position where they were asking for professionals with Lean Six Sigma capability, type here yes. Wonderful, amazing. Guys, I am doing this for a kind of long time, okay? Right now we have students literally from all over the globe. Literally. So we have students from Brazil, we have students from the United States. These are real students that you can check on LinkedIn, yes? We have students in Mexico, we have students in UAE, we have students literally all over the globe. Again, these are real students from Marcelo Fernandes, yes? And these students are in more than 100 countries, and we have certified for free more than 70,000 people all over the globe, all over the globe. And we have students from different sectors, different companies. We have Joanna Lin from Emirates. We have Lanka that works for Crystal. And then we have Sujaya that works for Granger. And then we have students from a lot of different companies. We have students that work from Amazon, Heineken, Nielsen, Market Research. We have students that are in United Nations. We have students that work in universities, in banks, yes, and it says a lot about the applicability of Lean Six Sigma. Lean Six Sigma is applicable in all different sectors. This is not only manufacturing, this is telecommunications, this is IT, this is again insurance companies. We are talking about banks, yeah, and also manufacturing. Wonderful. Guys, one word that translates your excitement. Type here for me. One word that translates your excitement to be here, you know, starting your white belt certification program. And by the way, it's amazing to see this number of people joining us live, you know, thousands of people here live joining us. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely emotional. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Just another piece of information. In your certificate, there will be my name, so anyone can search online for my publications. There is also a mention here about my Master Black Belt certification. And what's Master Black Belt? In Lean Six Sigma, there are basically 5 levels: white, yellow, green, black, and Master Black Belt. Okay, so I had a chance to become a Master Black Belt, in fact, in 2012, so 11 years ago. But I got my ASQ, American Society for Quality Master Black Belt certification in 2018. It's the most respected certification in the globe, okay? And I am also a Minitab certified trainer. Minitab is the most popular statistical software in the planet. And again, the only reason I am talking about this is because it represents value for you. It has to do with the credibility of your certificate, okay? And I'm sorry if I sounded impolite, because I did not introduce myself. I am based out of Brazil. I am based out of Brazil, more specifically Minas Gerais, more specifically Itajubá. My major is in electrical engineering. I have a post-graduation in industrial engineering. I have a master's and PhD in industrial engineering. I got the ASQ certifications, as I've mentioned before, and I have more than 20 years of experience in corporate. So 5 years working for Philips, 7 years working for Delphi, 7 years working for Nielsen, and a little bit over 4 years working for Minitab, and also with my training company that is MF OPEX, Machado Fernandes Treinamentos, or Machado Fernandes Operational Excellence. Yeah, I am completely passionate for all sorts of sweet. I love cheese. I come from a family of musicians. My father is a maestro. My mother is a pianist. My siblings, they work with music. And I play the guitar. I love music as well. And my favorite food is cheese bread. And please keep it in mind because we will have a simulated project where you need this information, okay? I come from a very, very poor family. Yeah, I have two sisters and one brother. I don't know how much aware you are about the economy here in Brazil, South America, but like 40 years ago, the situation was even worse. Even worse. Inflation, serious, major poverty, problems, a lot of favelas, and I was born on a on a very challenging situation. And I remember that every Sunday after having like lunch at home with my mom, I used to talk to my mom and tell her that someday I would have, an amazing career, and I would be able to help her to have a better house, with a better food, or simply to have food, or simply to not suffer so much from lack of simple things. And my mother was all the time reinforcing and motivating me, to pursue this path. And that was maybe the main reason to pursue this path of becoming an engineer. And after I became an engineer, my very first job was working for Philips Displays, more specifically on a cathode ray tube manufacturing plant close to São Paulo in Brazil. And I remember that I went to this product development department. I was super excited with this opportunity. But someday I saw a production line. A manufacturing line. And I believe that it was because of the excitement of meeting the production plan, solving the quality problems, solving the safety problems. When I saw that, I felt more excited than in product development. And I was able to negotiate, to manage with my supervisor to change from product development to manufacturing, and it happened. There was me working for Philips in the area that I wanted, manufacturing. The problem is when they started giving me the projects, I had no tools, I had no method, to help them to solve quality problems and everything. So there was a moment where my frustration was very, very, very high. Very high, because I negotiated to be there. And remember, first job with that dream, that I shared with my mom, my desire to help my family, to give a better condition to my family, And then, at this point, a person came to me, Luiz Cláudio Santos, with this book. This very same book. This is the original book that came to my hands back in 2001. I am an old person. My first job in 2001, 22 years ago. Yeah? And then Luis Claudio showed me this Philips Quality Memory Jogger that is the genesis. This is the genesis of Lean Six Sigma. This little book was the trigger to a transformation that completely changed my professional life. With this book, again, it's the genesis of Lean Six Sigma. Here you have like a box plot, Pareto, you have action plan, FMEA, here you have the hypothesis test, control charts, the main tools and techniques that we see in Lean Six Sigma, yeah? And because I was lost, I got this compass from Luis Claudio Santos, yeah, my manager at that time, my supervisor, my new supervisor at that time. I mean, I was completely in love with that, because when you are lost and you find the right mentor and method, again, when you are lost and you find the right mentor and method, yeah, the chances to get positive results increase quite a lot. And then in 2001, as an intern, I had a chance to run my very first continuous improvement project. This project was recognized in my country in a competition named Quality Improvement Competition. And we were invited, my project team, all of us, 8 people, we were invited to present our project in New York, as an intern. So again, finding a lot of difficulties. I did not have a bed. I have a mattress only. I had like 2 regular bags. The other bags were like plastic bags from supermarket. And there was Marcelinho flying to the United States to present, his project there. And that's Marcelinho, probably with the same shirt, because I remember I had 1 or 2 shirts only. Going to present his project on a limo. Yeah. And starting a very, very special journey that definitely transformed my life and the lives of many, many people in my family and outside my family. Because from this event, I had a chance to really construct a career until now, with like many, many different awards, interviews for TVs in the United States, many, many, many conferences. I just came back from one conference right now. 3 weeks ago, I was presenting in Phoenix, Arizona, in the United States. I am regularly invited to present outside Brazil, to run projects outside Brazil, in Brazil as well. But everything started, with the right method and the right mentor. The right method and the right mentor. Yeah? Just to share other few countries that I had a chance to go to deliver trainings and to deliver projects. In India, Mumbai, I had a chance to go to South Africa. Anyone from South Africa? And then I had a chance to go to Dubai. I had a chance to present in the United States, as I've mentioned before, in Poland. Yeah, and again, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you are taking note, please write down. It is so powerful to have the combination of right method and right mentor. I know that Lean Six Sigma is the right method if you want to learn how to solve chronic problems. I don't know if I am a mentor as good as Luis Claudio, but I give my 200% to honor what Luis Claudio did for me, training people all over the globe. I don't know if I am a good mentor, as good as Luis Claudio, but you can expect from me my 200%. And I have right now, if you had a chance to go to LinkedIn, to Facebook, to my Instagram, you see tons, thousands and thousands of testimonials from my students. I don't ask them to write down these testimonials. Write down right now, because mainly because of this so powerful mechanism that is like digital. I can talk from Brazil to people from all over the globe. So my responsibility is even higher than Luis Claudio's responsibility to promote the same transformation that he promoted in my life. Because it is so frustrating to be employed and to be unhappy. There are so many people that are employed but are unhappy. And again, I am not saying that I have, like a miracle solution to solve all your problems. No. I am saying that if you want to become a respected, continuous improvement professional, if you want to learn a method that can definitely transform your career completely, as it transformed my career and the career of thousands of students, this is the right place. This is the right place. And please don't think that I am super smart, that I am, incredibly fast to learn. No. I am not a fast learner. I need to read and read again and read again, write down and write down again, write down again. If, with all my limitations, I became, with Lean Six Sigma, globally recognized, with all these certificates, I got my master's, PhD, I became financially independent back in 2017, before I started teaching like globally, because of the application of these in corporate, because you will be well paid if you take this seriously. Yeah, if it worked for me, it will work for many people. And once again, I will give my 200% for you to learn Lean Six Sigma, to increase your employability, and on top of that, to get an official certificate. Yeah, to get an official certificate. That's my mission with you all. Okay? Now, wonderful. Is that clear? Yeah? Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you have pen and paper? Type yes if you have pen and paper. Please. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I feel happy to be here with you. You know that today, June 12th, it is Valentine's Day in Brazil. Yeah? So, I hope you all can feel, the enthusiasm, the passion, the love from Brazil, to all of you. Okay? Feel that. Yes? Pen and paper. Now, Lean Six Sigma. Let's understand what is Lean Six Sigma. Yeah? And I want to break down Lean Six Sigma into two parts. I want to explain first what is Lean, and I want to explain later on what is Six Sigma. Processes. We are talking about processes. So there is a process to produce this pen. There is a process, a series of steps, okay? To transform material, to transform machine people, method, environment, measurement systems into a product. I have metal, raw material, I have method, I have machines. Yeah, all of these, with all these elements, I hope to see at the end a pen. Lean has its origin in Japan. Write down. Lean has its origin in Japan. More specifically in Toyota. Toyota. Cars. Yeah? The main objective of Lean is to maximize value. Maximize value. What is value? Value is a characteristic of the product or the service that causes satisfaction in the customer. When I take this pen and I write down here, I want to see what I wrote here. That's the main element of value on a pen for me as a customer. That's the most important thing. Marcelo, what about if this is a beautiful pen that I got from my mother in my birthday. June 6th was my birthday. And my mother gave this pen to me, you know. It's amazing that this pen is, you know, beautiful, okay. There is some, you know, golden details here. But my question for you is, I don't know if you can see, but there is a golden line here at the lower part. What if this golden line was on the upper part? For me, for Marcelo. What if this golden line here was not in the bottom part, at the lower part, was at the upper part? Do you think I would still be happy with the pen? Yes or not? Yes, I would be happy. I would be happy. I know that it came from my mother, it's a gift, you know, it's a birthday gift. I know that. But what if I go ahead and try to write down and then there is nothing? I try to write down and then it simply does not write. Then I have a problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, the very first thing you need to learn is continuous improvement is not about you. It is about your customer. You need to listen to the famous VOC, voice of the customer. Please write down, listen to the voice of the customer. It's not what is important for you, it's what's important for your customer. And some things from your customer will be spoken and some things will be unspoken. You need to observe. You need to infer. But the true continuous improvement professional, the true Lean Six Sigma professional knows how to listen to the voice of the customer. This is very important. From there, you'll be learning what is value, what's important to your customer. And then, only after that, you can decide in your process what is waste and what is value-added activity. Because if you are spending a lot of money to guarantee that the golden line is at the bottom part, and you would save a lot of money if you put this golden part at the upper side, you know, you should go for that. Guys, in this planet, manufacturing and service, there are so many process steps that have zero connection with the voice of the customer. Process steps that have zero connection to what is important to your customer. The main objective of Lean is to eliminate waste, scrap, rework, waiting time, motion, transportation, inventory, overprocessing, overproduction. But if you do not understand what is important to your customer and you go to the process to eliminate waste, you will be cutting important things. Because you'll be placing yourself as the customer. And this is a huge mistake. So don't go and try to find and eliminate waste without first understanding what is important to your customer. Does it make sense? Lean, lean, lean. Six Sigma. Six Sigma. In fact, Six Sigma, we are talking about one type of waste. One type of waste. Yeah? That is connected to quality. Let me use this example here with you. So just consider this as like some plastic part, where I can simply put my mug, my cup. And I have 4 parts here. I believe that they were processed using a laser machine because it's so perfect, so beautiful. And when I look to these 4 parts here, I have an impression that they have the very same dimensions, For example, in terms of width, I believe they have the very same width. What do you guys think? Or if I take, for example, and I measure, let's check here how high, it is this piece, I can measure here. Okay, wonderful. So I have in centimeters, I have 95 centimeters. 9.5 centimeters. Okay. 9.5 centimeters. 9.5 centimeters. 9.5 centimeters. So let me ask you something. There is no variation. They are the same. They have the same height, right? They have the same height. Do you agree? Do you fully agree that they are exact? Do you agree that they are exactly the same in terms of height? Yes or not? I wanna wait here in the chat. Do you think they are just these 2 pieces? They are exactly the same. Yes or not? I see yeses. I see nos. I think I see more yeses. Propolis and honey. It helps. Ladies and gentlemen, it is impossible in this planet to produce 2 or more things that are exactly the same. Impossible. Impossible. Because raw material varies, machine varies, manpower varies, Method varies in quotes, yeah. Environment varies. Marcelo, but you have measured here and they have 9.5 with one decimal place. All of them, they have 9.5, so there is no variation. Oh, what if we increase the number of decimal places with another measurement system? Sometimes the variation is at the 10th decimal place, 16th decimal place, but you will find variation. So, ladies and gentlemen, all processes vary. Write down that. Right? This is important. This is an eye-opening conversation. All processes vary. It is impossible to have two products, two services exactly the same. The thing is, they need to be within certain limits, specification limits. Specification limits must be based on what? Type here for me. Who defines? Who specifies? Specification limits must be based on what? Let me wait here. I'm checking on the chat. On standards, but who defines standards? Beautiful, Daniel. Beautiful, Daniel. Beautiful, Alicia. Beautiful, Oclav. Beautiful. Must be based on the voice of the customer. Yeah? And variation must be measured, understood, and reduced. Please write down. Reduce variation. This is almost a mantra. Reduce variation. Reduce variation. Reduce variation. Because variability goes hand in hand with unpredictability. Again. Variability goes hand in hand with unpredictability. And if you cannot predict your processes, you cannot manage. If your process is unpredictable, you are not a good manager. I'm sorry. Respectfully, with love. So the main objective of Lean is to reduce waste. The main objective of Six Sigma is to reduce variability. Does it make sense? I truly need to know if you understood that. Type here yes if you understood that. The main objective of Lean is to reduce waste. Main objective of Six Sigma is to reduce variability. Okay? Amazing? Wonderful? Are we good? Yeah? Perfect. Wonderful. Excellent. My question for you is, on a scale from 0 to 10, how much do you think this kind of mentality, a professional that is focused on reducing waste and reducing variation, on a scale from 0 to 10, how much do you think it makes sense to say that it has to do with being more desired by companies? Type here for me, from 0 to 10. Does it make sense from 0 to 10? It is, in fact, it is simple. Infinite. Paul Paul just wrote infinite. Yeah. Because when you have a product or service that is minimally good, and you have a commercial strategy that is minimally good, your profit, your company's profit, is a function of waste. And variability is one of the types of waste. So we can say that it is all waste. The reason we take like variability out is because normally it's the hardest one, the most difficult one to solve. Yeah? Wonderful. Amazing. So now, how do you think we will be reducing quality problems, delivery problems, cost problems, safety problems in corporate? How do we do that? We do this via projects. You will be running projects. Write down this. You'll be running projects. Projects. And maybe the most important theory in today's session is DMAIC. Okay? DMAIC. This is the framework that you will be using to run your projects. So you need to understand DMAIC, ladies and gentlemen. As my student, knowing that you are my white belt student, please, you must understand DMAIC. From June 12th, 2023 on, from this day on, DMAIC will be very solid in your mind and in your heart. Okay? Yeah? Wonderful. Every time that you face a problem with unknown solutions, you will run define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Define. What do you mean by define, Marcelo? What do you mean by define? Well, first of all, I need to guarantee that I am identifying a problem that is worth solving. I need to define / identify a problem that is worth solving. Tell me more about that. Well, you must check, and we call this pyramid structure. You must check if your problem is relevant or not. Well, if we are talking about solving a problem, a relevant problem should be connected to a significant customer pain, right? But on top of that, if you want to see senior leaders supporting your project, if you want to get the support from your manager, from other managers, your Lean Six Sigma project must be connected to dollars, to hard dollars. Brazil lost the World Cup in 2014. Okay, we need to solve this problem. Brazil lost against Germany 7-1. 7-1. I don't know if you are very much into soccer, but 7-1 is a lot. It's quite a lot. Brazil lost 7-1. We need to solve this problem. Why? So you can say, oh, because people were sad, because people were crying. I know, I was crying. I was crying when Brazil lost 7-1. But we must speak the language of business and the language of senior leaders. The language of senior leaders is figures, dollars. So you must translate your problem. You must translate your problem into dollars. So Brazil lost the World Cup. So what? Okay. So we have fewer people going to the stadiums. Tickets, revenue, dollars. Interesting. We are not selling jerseys anymore. Dollars, revenue. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is for Lean Six Sigma and in fact for any other continuous improvement project. If you want to get the support from senior leaders, you must speak the business language, the most powerful business language. That is financial impact. Financial impact. Type yes if that makes sense. So you have two quality problems to solve. You have this quality problem to solve and you have this quality problem to solve. You need to quantify in dollars, not only the percentage. Because sometimes you have 1% of problems here, 10% of problems here. Okay, let's focus on this 10% because 10% is more than 1%. No, wait. Sometimes these 1% of problems, they are connected to $1 million. And sometimes these 10% of problems are connected to $10,000 per year. Yeah? So define phase. First phase, you must guarantee that you are touching a relevant problem. Okay? Relevant problem in terms of dollars. Yeah? Not only something that is causing troubles. Yeah? Internally. You need to quantify that. And obviously to check if this is connected to a pain at the customer. Yeah? The second phase, okay, now I know that, wow, scraps here in this product is super expensive, and I know that this is, kind of around 1%, for example. Now you go for the next phase, that is measure phase. In measure phase, you will deeply understand the size of the problem. Deeply understand the size of the problem. So you need to check, over time, how is your problem in the past month, in the past year, per month, the past year per week. You need to stratify, to segment, but to identify the size of the problem. So in Lean Six Sigma, we don't like things like, what's the size of the problem? There are too many parts, too much, things like that. Oh, the problem is big. We don't like that. We don't like that. We like to quantify. We like data. We like data. We like data. Type here, on a scale from 0 to 10, how much is your love for data? How much is your love for data? From 0 to 10, where 10 is full love. Marcelo, I love data. And 0 is, Marcelo, I hate data. Yeah, type here for me. Type here for me. Wonderful. I think I see more 10s. I think I see more tens. I saw 1 0. I see a lot of tens. Wonderful. And even if you are a 0 or if you are a 1, remember that I told you that I am not a fast learner. The fact that I am not a fast learner made me a good professor. I like to explain in very simple words. And by the way, I think this is the main difference between our courses and other Lean Six Sigma courses. Here we teach thinking at the customer. It's customer centered. I am here kind of choosing my words to speak as simple as possible. Believe me, I could easily start speaking very complex words here. Six Sigma, 6 standard deviations from mean and the closest specification limits. Standard deviation, the square root of summation of x bar minus xy, where y varies from 0 to n is the sample size divided by n minus 1 degrees of freedom. You know, but no, here we love to respect beginners. We do respect beginners. So I hope you noticed that I am choosing here the simplest words possible. Why? Because I don't want to touch here. I want to touch here. Because if you understand here the importance of Lean Six Sigma, at some point you don't need me anymore. The true mentor never creates dependency on the mentor. I want you, after this session, to go crazy and search about Lean Six Sigma and start reading, you know. And then you can fly your own flights, much higher than my flights. Because I am an educator. I am not an instructor. I am an educator. I am interested in guaranteeing that the entry door is here, not here. Okay? So why am I saying that? If you had any trauma about statistics, about math, about numbers in the past, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Statistics, status. How is the process? I want to understand how is the process. So I have a lot of numbers. I can go ahead and just calculate something. What can I calculate here? What can I calculate if I have an entire column of numbers? What can I calculate there? Type here for me. Who knows? Who knows? If I have a lot of numbers, I can go ahead and calculate right naturo. I can calculate average, debogo. I can calculate mean. Yeah? Mean is important. Mean is cool. The problem of mean is that, see, do you guys know, I don't know if I told you guys about this fact here. I love to play soccer. On average, I won FIFA Ballon d'Or. This is the award of the best soccer player in the globe more than 3 times. Did you guys know that? I won, on average, more than 3 times as the best soccer player in the world. Wow, really, Marcelo? You play soccer so well like that? Yes. But you said on average, right? Yes, on average. How did you calculate that? Well, I took this gentleman here. His name is Lionel Messi. He won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I won 0. 7 plus 0 divided by 2 is 3.5. I can argue that Messi and I, on average, we won the Ballon d'Or 3.5 times. This is mathematically correct. It is mathematically correct. The problem is, I am inflating my performance and I am damaging Messi's performance. So, ladies and gentlemen, average is important, but it is dangerous. An average must be presented with some measurement of variation, dispersion. Okay, on average 3.5, but there is a range, there is a variation of 7, from 0 to 7. Does it make sense? So this is another thing to take note. As a continuous improvement professional, we don't like when they say on average last year, blah, blah, blah. On average last month, blah, blah, blah. Every time from now on that you get an average, ask for the data. Does it make sense? Ask for the data. Ask for the data. And then you can go ahead and have a sense of variation, because all processes vary. Yeah? Does it make sense? Now I need to talk about inferential statistics. I give my word that I don't want to be tricky, okay? Just tell me if this is a circle or a square. Circle or a square. This is a circle or a square. This one here. Perfect. Perfect. This is a circle. And I think you say that this is a square. Okay? What if I ask you about this picture here? You would say it's a square. I know you would say it's a square. But see that I don't have 100% of the data points. I don't have 100% of the data points. There's something missing here, there's something missing here, there's something missing here, there's something missing here. But even without having all data points, you would say that this is a square and on top it is a circle, right or wrong? So many times we don't need to have 100% of the data points to reach the conclusion that we need. We call this inferential statistics. We can work with a sample. And sample is always amazing because a sample is cheaper, it is faster to get, it is more controllable. Inferential statistics is about looking to a sample and taking conclusions about the population. Again, inferential statistics is about looking to a sample, fragments, parts, and making conclusions about the population. If you understood that, type here beautiful. Beautiful. Inferential statistics is beautiful, powerful, powerful. because you don't need. I, I, I don't need 100% of the data points. Yeah, on a scale from 0 to 10, how much did you understand that? This example here. On a scale from 0 to 10, type here for me. How much did you understand? Yeah, inferential statistics. Ah! 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 I don't trust sampling. I want 100% of the data points. Do you guys know this kind of people? Type yes if you know this kind of people. Ah! I don't trust sampling. I don't like sample. Go and measure 100%. Go and measure 100%. Yeah? If you know people that don't trust inferential statistics, tell this person that next time he or she goes to a blood test, to do a blood exam, he or she needs to extract 100% of the blood. 100%, you know? Yeah, there's no sampling. You don't like sampling. You don't trust sampling. Yeah, be careful. I would be worried in my next visit to any lab, you know? Yeah, guys, sampling is powerful. There is an entire conversation about margin of error, yeah, about confidence interval, yeah, I know that, but there is a lot of value in sampling. Wonderful. That's a good one, right? Okay, so define. Let's take a problem that is connected to hard dollars. Measure. Let's quantify the problem with statistics. And by the way, tomorrow in our project, I'll be opening up the statistical software, Minitab statistical software, to be showing some very cool tools and techniques, okay? Define and measure on a scale from 0 to 10. How much clear it is define and measure the two first phases of the make in your heart on a scale from 0 to 10. Type here for me. Yeah? Wonderful, excellent. Now, the third phase is analyze. Analyze is all about finding the root cause. All problems, they have root causes. They have root causes. And we need to understand if my problem is a function of material, is a function of manpower, it is a function of method, it's a function of environment, it is a function of measurement system. Yes, by the way, if you want to take note, root causes normally they are connected six M's. Type write down 6 M's. Machine. Your root cause can be related to machine. An oven that is not properly working and it is burning the cheese bread. It may be connected to the method, machine method, the instruction itself. It may be connected to material, raw material, you know, the cheese, the flour, yeah, the egg. It may be connected to manpower or people. Yes, let me write down here for you. Or let me write down here on this slide. So different types of access. So root causes are connected to machine, method, manpower, people, material. Then there is another one that is environment. Just to keep an M, sometimes people say Mother Nature, but it's really environment. Environment. And there is a last M that is, there is measurement system. Guys, regardless if you work for a bank, on an insurance company, automotive sector, food industry, it's always 6 M's. Aviation, you know, it's the root causes are always connected to these 6 M's. You know, environment, it's the mother nature, yes, if you will. Yeah, machine, method, manpower, material, mother nature, and measurement system. Okay, that's beautiful, right? No, I'm gonna tell you why we don't offer PDFs. Tell me here, how many times you took a training, you got the PDF, and you did not take notes because you have the PDF, and then you never open this PDF. True or false? Type here for me. How many people? You have the PDF, there is a kind of comfort. Okay, so now I have the knowledge. You don't have the knowledge. You will internalize when you write down and when you practice. So we don't give PDF to force you guys to take notes. It's with love. I hope you can feel the love. I hope you can feel the love. Okay? Okay, and then you need to, once again, to find what is the X that is influencing your response. And there are techniques for that. It is basically a combination of going to Gemba, walk the process, talk to people, smell the processes. Yeah? Going to Gemba and also running statistical analysis. And tomorrow I'll be presenting, few statistical analysis for you. Yeah, on how to validate root causes. So again, you define the problem to be solved, you measure the size of the problem, and then you find the root cause. Type yes if you are here with me. After that, well, if I am touching a relevant problem, I know the size of the problem with statistics, I know the root cause, now it is time to implement solutions. Now it is time to take actions. Yes, so now you will take corrective actions. And corrective actions will be changing from containment. What is containment? Containment, I am simply stopping the bleed. Simply stopping the bleed. Yeah? I want to move away from containment to correction. Correction means I am addressing the root cause. Containment, I am just stopping the bleed. Stopping the bleed means I am treating the effect at any cost. So normally containment is very expensive. When you find the root cause, then we are talking about correction. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? So demake, define, measure, analyze, improve. Well, now the process is improved. What do I need to do? I need to control the process to maintain the positive results. To maintain the positive results. How do you maintain the positive results? You maintain with something that we call control plan. Control plan. Because now you have much more knowledge about the process. So you know the things that you need to keep your eyes, you know, on. So that is demake. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Lean Six Sigma. It's a method to help you solving structural problems. Lean, more focused on waste reduction. Six Sigma on variation reduction. There is a framework from now on. Every time that you see a problem with unknown causes, don't jump straight to the solutions. Please don't jump straight to the solutions because you'll be guessing. First of all, is this a relevant problem? Dollars. Second, how big is your problem? But I don't want to know the mean of the last 12 months. No. Tell me, show me a time series, for example, per month. Okay, how big is my problem? 30, what is the root cause or what are the root causes? Then, now you implement solutions connected to the root causes. And control, how do you maintain the positive results? I really hope that these 5 steps are very solid in your heart. Very solid. Yeah, very solid. Very solid. What I have presented here today is the map, the overall map of Lean Six Sigma. Tomorrow is by far the most important session. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the most important session. Why? Because tomorrow I will be running a real project. I'll be showing some data, opening up the statistical software. We'll be running a demake project. So you'll be internalizing the concepts even more. Even more. So tomorrow at this very same place, we'll be together. If you enjoyed this session, if I may ask you something, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am constantly running lives about Lean Six Sigma, almost on a weekly basis. I would feel honored if you can go ahead on your cell phone or in your computer, you go to my YouTube channel and then you subscribe to my channel. You just click in subscribe to my channel. I would feel honored, me and my team. Okay? On top of that, if you can give us a like in this session number 1, if you can give us a like, you know, it will help a lot this message to reach people that need to receive these words. Okay? By the way, if you know more people that would like to learn more about this method, please feel free to share the link that is here just in the description of this video. the same link that you all used to register for this training, yeah? Because this session here can be watched, you know, later on, but just for few days, just for few days. So if you know anyone that would be interested in learning more about Lean Six Sigma, ask this person to register and share the link. Share the link. Preferably before session 2, preferably now. Preferably now. Because then the person can learn about the make and come tomorrow to our session 2, where we will be running, you know, our Lean Six Sigma project. Yeah. I don't know how. I would never imagine, you know, almost 90 minutes to run away so fast. I hope it went as fast for you as it went for me. You know, it for me, I feel like there is 5 minutes that I'm talking to you all. Thank you so much for your engagement in the chat. Every time that you send a message here, it warms up, you know, my heart and the hearts of my team members. You know, we have Carlos Nunes here with us. Thank you so much, Carlos, from the support team. We also have Alexandre Fonseca. That's another teacher. Thank you so very much. I feel blessed to have this amazing team with me. And if I may ask, just one last favor. If you use, you know, social media and you want to join me on my LinkedIn, if you want to follow me on my LinkedIn, you can find me as Marcelo Machado Fernandez, yeah, on LinkedIn. Or if you prefer, you can just point to this QR code, yeah, and I'll feel honored if you decide to follow me there. I am constantly posting, you know, relevant content about Lean Six Sigma, and once again, it would be an honor for me to have you there. If you are a Facebook user, I would be honored to have you there as well. Professor Marcelo Machado Fernandez. Oh, I have just simplified that. Let me change here for you. Now it is even simpler. Professor Marcelo Machado Fernandez. And if you are an Instagram user, prof.marcelo.fernandez. Yeah. And once again, it will be a pleasure to be with you all connected in my social media. And once again, by far, the most important session is session number 2, tomorrow's session. If I may ask you one word that translates what you have learned today in our session 1, type here for me in our chat window one word that translates what you have learned, you know, in today's session. And thank you very much, Monique, Jacette, Alain, Godfrey. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you so very much. Value, fantastic, informative, exceptional, awesome, educative, informative. That's amazing. Grateful, super. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so very much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you.